and it's a decision we took with great sadness. We realize that the suspension of visa services will inconvenience people.
You just heard part of U.S.-Turkey Ambassador John Bass's statement on the suspension of visa services in Turkey.
A suspension impacts the travel plans of some UTRGV professors. Channel 5's Angela Vargas explains the ban.
The UTRGV dean and several colleagues were scheduled to buy their plane tickets to Turkey today. This didn't happen. The UTRGV professor with ties to Turkey says it's an opportunity lost for the university. The U.S. suspension on non-immigrant visas to Turkey came as a shock.
And when I heard it yesterday, actually, my immediate concern was that what's going to happen to the conference, because we are co-sponsor of a conference.
UTRGV Middle East Studies professor Tamir Balchik is from Istanbul, Turkey.
My mom lives in Istanbul. I have a mom and my sister and brother.
Balchik's been in the valley for 11 years. He has dual citizenship and will not be impacted by the ban. His work will. He helped set up UTRGV to attend a security and disaster conference in Turkey next week.
About how to deal with terrorism and what kind of strategies you can do from political science perspective, from security studies perspective, like how ISIS is using media to recruit people. And disaster studies and security studies is related, because whenever a disaster hits a country, that creates a security problem.
The ban will keep the UTRGV dean and professors from attending. The decision comes a week after a U.S. consulate worker was arrested in Istanbul.
Despite our best efforts to learn the reasons for this arrest, we have been unable to determine why it occurred or what, if any, evidence exists against the employee.
U.S.-Turkey Ambassador John Bass sent out a statement today on the U.S. Embassy and Consulates in Turkey website about the visa ban.
It's a suspension of our consideration of new visa applications. If you have a valid visa, you can still travel to the United States. If you want to apply for a visa at another U.S. embassy or consulate outside of Turkey, you are free to do so.
Balchik hopes the issue gets resolved or exceptions are provided before next week. Ambassador Bass also explains more about the arrested U.S. consulate Turkish staff member employee. The employee works in strengthening law enforcement cooperation and ensuring the security of Turkish and American citizens. We'll continue to follow up on UTRGV's status. In the Channel 5 News studio, Angela Vargas, Channel 5 News at 10.